Hey Aries, welcome to your January 2025 general reading. Thank you so much for being here with me. My name is Coco, and before we get started with the tarot reading, just a reminder that this is a general reading. It is not a one-to-one private reading. If that is something you are interested in, especially as we move into the new year, you can go down to the description box below and click the link to my website where you can book a private virtual reading with me. However, because this is a general reading and not a private reading, it may not resonate for everybody. If you feel like you're not connecting to it, that's perfectly okay. Just leave this reading behind, but do please consider checking out your moon and rising zodiac sign readings. But if this reading does resonate and connect with you, please consider liking the video or subscribing to my channel. Any support at all is very much appreciated. Now, before we get into your tarot cards, I do have some pre-shuffled oracle cards here for you. And it looks like what's coming into your life in January 2025, what the general vibe will be. You've got number 51, Moonlight. This tells me that Neptune, where Neptune is in the sky, is going to be important for you. Neptune, I think, is actually transiting into a new sign somewhat soon. Sorry for the car horn. So you might want to check out what that looks like in your chart, where Neptune lies, in your chart. There's just something astrological here to check out for you. But ultimately, this card does signify that in January, you'll be having some alone time. And if you don't have the alone time that you need, you're being encouraged to actually carve out that alone time. The Moonlight card signifies Piscean energy, this very dreamy, intuitive, sensitive, and emotional type of energy. So this is how you're going to be feeling in January. You might be feeling a bit more sensitive than usual. You might be feeling like your emotions are a little bit all over the place. That's okay, and that's perfectly fine, okay? Especially when the new year begins, I feel like we can have a lot of pressure put on ourselves to like start anew and manifest and all these different things that everybody does for the new year. Don't put pressure on yourself. I feel like you already have quite a bit of pressure on yourself anyway. But this card does also signify that you might be feeling a bit emotionally isolated, emotionally lonely. If you feel like there is anything popping up across the month that is just a knee-jerk reaction or a gut feeling about something, someone, like you feel like something's wrong or something's right, but you don't quite know how to describe it, trust that feeling. Your intuition is going to be on display this month. You're going to feel very in tune, very in the flow, very connected to the deeper parts of you, your deeper psyche, okay? You might be having a hard time dealing with pressures. That's just the kind of sense I get here. You've also got number 24, Stuck in the Mud. Now, both these cards add up to 6. And what's funny is that 6 numerically actually indicates harmony. It indicates a time of relaxation, of peace. So even though you might not be feeling particularly bubbly, very social, very happy even, I feel like there is a sense of peace around you. Maybe the holidays were crazy and now you're kind of gathering yourself after the craziness of the holidays. You're getting some alone time that you need. You're getting to reflect on what happened during the holidays. It's a kind of like a breather. It's a breathing period. The Stuck in the Mud card, of course, with the energies here that I was already reading, it can feel like you're a bit stuck quite literally, but also that you just need to take things a bit slower in the month. Like you need to reassess, reevaluate, look over some things that you went through over the holidays. Again, some plans that you have for 2025. I'm getting that it's attached to your body. You might have been doing a lot, like physically. You might have been, I'm getting this sense of just like somebody running to and fro, somebody running back and forth, quite literally pulled in many different directions. So that could have been you recently. They're letting me know it's been the past few months actually. So October 2024, it feels like it began. Around that time, maybe late September, maybe early November, not sure. So it could feel like things just ramped up. And now you're like kind of slowing down and able to observe in a different way. It might feel uncomfortable because you might actually be so accustomed to a quicker moving energy that now you're like, oh, what's going on? Also, again, my guides are letting me know Neptune with that. So what was I just saying? Because it's what I just said that they poked me and were like, Neptune, yeah. So, okay, slowing down, that slowing down sense of feeling like you're being forced to take things slower, that's where they poked me, okay, with Neptune, I think. So again, check where Neptune is in your chart, check where it's transiting if you're into astrology, because I feel like that will kind of give you some hints as to what's going on for you in January. Now, the energy you're asked to embody and really step into in the month of January is actually Baba Yaga, the burden. Now, this does not mean you are a burden. It actually means you're carrying a burden. Baba Yaga is a Slavic folklore story, and she essentially is like a little monster kind of who goes around and tricks people into doing favors for her and things for her. And it's the sense here that you are one of the people being tricked, that you have just a lot going on for you, a lot of pressures, maybe feeling like you can't do everything for everybody, like you can't get everything done. So I'm going to read this message for you. Baba Yaga deals with complexity, insurmountable odds, and currying favor. You are in a one-up situation as you manage a busy schedule. You might feel a persistent need to impress if you are under the influence of a taskmaster. You believe that relentless effort will yield better results. Your advice is to simplify your life. Baba Yaga's presence can mean that an increasing number of errands, tasks, and favors you need to perform are piling up. You very likely need to let go of some of them if you want to feel good about any of them. You know, when we return back to work in January, I think what happens with a lot of people, it's just like all the work, the tasks, everything that was kind of left behind in November and December, it all begins to pile up. And now everybody's running into the new year. And so like new things might be taking off at work. So you not only have to deal with the things from previously, the other past 2 months, but you also have to deal with all the new things. So that could be happening for you. Or you just feel tired, you feel pressured, you feel like you can't perform. And it might be related to, again, your physical body just feeling tired. You just might need some rest after the holidays. So go easy on yourself, Aries. We're going to see how you're being guided to show up this month. Beautiful, right as I said it, Ace of Wands. There's some re-energizing. They just gave me the word re-energize. There's a lot of room for inspiration, for like, again, energizing yourself, kind of like, how do you call it? Like charging your battery, okay? But as I was saying before that card fell out, we will also take a look at the nature of your challenges this month as well as how you can overcome them. We'll see what part of your life will grow and flourish in 2025. In honor of Capricorn season, we'll take a look at how you can best achieve your goals this month. And lastly, we'll see what the end of January looks like as we move into Aquarius season. I feel like I need the nature of the challenge to understand the situation a bit better, to understand how you're being guided to show up. Empress. All right. Oh, and the Three of Swords. Yeah, something about your physical body keeps showing up. You could feel difficulties in your self-esteem and self-confidence in January. I'm not sure if you have like negative self-talk, problems with self-esteem. There's just something about your physical body here. Maybe you have health issues and they impact your self-esteem. The Empress is, this beautiful Venusian Libra Taurus character. And she really teaches us about what it is to truly love yourself and what it is to create, manifest, bring things into the world. You could feel like you are struggling with doing that because the Ace of Wands is here and how you're being guided to show up. This is an era of creation. So you're being guided to be creative. Channel your energy into creative pursuits. If you feel too tired in the month, if you feel like your body needs a break, channel because I know Aries, you have quite a bit of energy. No matter even if you're tired or not, it's like the mental energy will kind of make up for the physical, if that makes sense. So channel that mental energy into creative pursuits. There's inspiration here. Okay, let's see how you can overcome this challenge. How can Aries overcome these challenges in January 2025? Okay, you can overcome these challenges. 9 of Wands, lots of wands here. Persevering. Persevere through this. There's something here about a lesson about endurance. There's an endurance here that your guides are encouraging you to hold on to. You might feel like very guarded in your heart at this moment because you do have the 3 of Swords, the 9 of Wands. How can Aries overcome these challenges? 7 of Wands. Yeah, it's like keep going. There's just some endurance needed here. Stand your ground, hold your position, keep pushing, keep it pushing. As much as you might feel exhausted, wounded, tired, over it, take care of your physical body this month, really, because it might just feel like an uphill battle. But there's something here about a lesson in endurance and self-love. Okay. I'm going to clarify this a bit more with this other deck in just a moment. But first, let's see what part of your life will grow and flourish in 2025. Ooh, let me go get that card. Wow, 8 of Wands. Your whole reading almost is entirely wands. It's a lot of fire energy. You're a fire sign. A lot of movement, a lot of quick moving energy, because the area of your life that's going to grow in 2025 is communication and travel. You might be traveling. You might be meeting new people and like becoming more of a public figure, talking, being on social media, presenting things. You might be like becoming somebody who is more of like a public figure. You might experience a lot of travel. They just keep telling me inspiration, inspiration, inspiration. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Huh. That's Jupiter. Ace of Pentacles. Opportunities being presented to you in 2025. You will receive more opportunities. You will receive... It's just quick. There's a lot of quickness to the year. Things are going to be happening very quickly. And it's all beginning in January. And it feels like things are just ramping up. But Jupiter is here with abundance and expansion and support for you while things grow. Luck is on your side with any decisions made about your home, your finances, your career, your work. Let's see how you can best reach your goals this month, Aries. How can Aries best reach their goals in January 2025? Thank you. There you go. Rest, recovery, and recuperation. This reading is so interesting because it's like there's such a fine balance here across the reading of energy and knowing when to push forward and knowing when to rest. And I feel like that is the lesson here for you. Learning how to rest, because you can't recover your body. You can't push things forward if you're feeling exhausted. And it's very possible that the first half of the month will be slower. What does the end of January look like for Aries, Sun and rising signs? Yeah, there's that Chariot card. I was feeling like the Chariot card had to pop by through this reading soon because the energy is like this undercurrent. Things are going to move quicker at the end of January. The beginning's going to be a bit slower, maybe a bit rocky, maybe a bit like I need to relax. I need to take a minute out of my day and chill out. But then at the end, it's like a lot of energy pushing things forward. There's a lot of ambition here. Again, I keep getting a sense of travel, but not international travel. It's more like car travel or going about your day and kind of doing a lot of things with your physical body. That just keeps coming through. Let's get one more card for the end of January, please. End of January for Aries. What does it look like for them? Thank you. Yeah, there's this sense of travel that I was getting is here with the World. And there might be, of course, some stress. You know, that's here with the Eight of Swords. There's some stress. There's some loudness in the mind. This reading has no cups. You're living very in your head in January. So you might want to work on doing some rituals, some practices that bring you down into your body, that bring you down into your emotions. Because moonlight is here for you in the month. But it feels like you can't hear any of your intuition because there's so much going on. You might be a mother, a parent, and it's proving really hard for you this month. Okay? Try to get your rest if you are. Try to, maybe if there's somebody who can help you out with childcare, that would be amazing. It just feels like you're just trying to juggle the world. Yeah, Four of Cups. It's about knowing when to rest. It's about knowing when to take space, take breathing space. Okay, Aries? I want to get one more clarifier. I just want to know more about how you can overcome this challenge. Because they're telling you, get through it, push through it. But then it's like you can best reach your goals resting. So there's some contradiction here with that. The Paladin. Okay. Getting help from people. You need to ask for help this month if you need it. Because you could feel like you don't want to ask for help. And so you're insisting on doing this all yourself. Eight of Cups, yeah. Yep, you're insisting on doing it yourself. But that will not help you in the long run. Nobody can do it all. Yeah, Three of Cups. Ask for help. Three Cups. There's people here to help you. There's friends. There's social networks. If this is a work situation, there are colleagues here. They might not be people who you know very well. Oh, well, maybe you can delegate some work. There is one person here. You've got the Paladin. There's one person here who is here to help you. And they're going to be the key to helping you get the rest that you need. Okay, Aries? I hope this reading was helpful. It was a bit of a whirlwind, quite literally, but I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your January. I will see you next time for the February general reading.